Deshaun Watson's trade is considered one of the worst in NFL history. Truth or fluke? The Browns agreed to a $230 million deal, 5 years guaranteed, all fully guaranteed. I'm going with fluke. And I can't name anything off the top of my head, but I have to believe that there's something that's worse. But this is pretty bad.
So I think as far as recency, yes, absolutely. The only other one that comes to mind is the Herschel Walker trade, which spawned the Cowboys dynasty. It's the only one that's comparable to how much they gave up, and like how high in the draft that was too. But if you look back at what the Browns gave up to get him, it's a lot. And then they throw that contract on top of it. So I do think it is the worst contract or the worst trade in NFL history.
I'm going to go fluke. I don't think it's the worst. I would probably say it's top 3. I'd have to go back and look. I'm pretty sure there was one in the past, like 5 or 6 years that I don't know why it's like sticking in my head that there was another one that was really bad. It might have been the McCaffrey one. I would have to go back and look at that.
I know. I feel like that was, as far as bad for like the Panthers, maybe.
Yeah.
And like the talent that CMC is.
Yeah, I would have to go back and look. I'm going to say fluke, but the Texans absolutely fleeced the Browns. Like that's never been a discussion.
Well, and with the young, really great, historic quarterback with the numbers CJ Stroud's putting up right now, on top, like all those first rounders, like it's a first rounder for the next 3 or 4 years with second and thirds also included in that each year. So like that is a franchise changing trade right there.
Yeah.
For both teams.
It was a 2022 first round pick. They took Kenyon Green, guard starting.
Yeah.
2023 first round pick, Will Anderson Jr. starting. 2024 first round pick to be determined. 2023 third round pick ended up being Tank Dell, and then 2024 fifth round pick. So yeah, it's a franchise changing trade, and to be honest with you, it doesn't surprise me. The Browns kind of needed something like that. It's just not working out in their favor. Obviously, injuries playing a factor in that.
Now, are there 4 years left or 3?
It might be 3.
Contract? Okay, well, if it's 3, I think that the question, like I said, I do think it's fluke just because I think there's something out there that's possibly worse. But I think that both of those questions or statements go hand in hand. If you think that he's going to have, return to his form of what Deshaun Watson used to be, then maybe it becomes worth it. Do you think it would be if he did for like maybe 2 years maybe 2 years left in that deal? Would it then flip the script at all?
No, like I think you have to be a perennial like division contender for like the remainder of his career for this to think that this is a half decent trade. And that division's loaded. So are they always going to compete? Yeah, I mean, I guess you could say just because of how balanced that division is. But like with that trade, they were kind of expecting to be Super Bowl contenders. And I don't think they were quite there yet. Like, yes, they were 6-3.
They thought they were one piece away, right?
Yeah, and I don't think they were one piece away. So do I think if he gets like really healthy and all that stuff, I still don't think they reach their goal. So I still think it's a bad deal in 3 years.